Good afternoon, guys. Real quick, for those of you up in the Worcester area, you need your car, truck, Mini Cooper worked on, head to Greasy's Garage, ask for Pete, and they always carry Bears products. Just ask for Pete at Greasy's Garage. And also, if you are looking to learn more about Bears products, remember you get 10% off for being from the channel. Call David at 615-854-3057. He'll explain all the hair products and or car products, and he'll explain to you in the car products how you can get between 4 and 5.5 miles per gallon better. And then if you want a cool t-shirt, sweatshirt, go to libtardtees.com. Let's go ahead and dig in. And this afternoon Brenda and I, we spent a couple of hours out there in the sunshine working in the garden. I was working in the garden area, she was working out in the front yard. And it was great. And, for those of us in rural America, and for all of you that live in rural America, my guess is you've been just like us. You were never really affected by all this stupidity. We've just been living our lives anyway. We don't wait for anybody to tell us, well, you can go back to living your life normal now. I mean, there are people around here that live their life in fear. But Brenda and I are not one of those people. We never stopped living our life. We never stopped doing what we wanted to do. We just, I mean, with the exception of going to the hospital or going to the doctor's office, we don't do the masks. We don't do the diapers, Anyway, let's move on to officials, elementary teacher solicited sex with 2-year-old. Like Brenda just said, how do you solicit sex with a 2-year-old? You don't. You don't do that. You have to have someone who is working with that 2-year-old to get them to have sex with you. It says a Florida elementary school teacher is facing charges alleging he solicited online to have sex with a 2-year-old and traveled to meet the child. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office said in a news release that Xavier Dante Alexander, 28, was arrested Thursday on felony charges of soliciting sex with a minor and traveling to meet a minor for sex. Alexander is a 4th grade teacher at Grove Park Elementary School in Palm Beach Gardens, and also advertised as a babysitter on various websites. Good grief, what a sick individual. That's pathetic. I say lock him up and don't ever let him out, ever. And then this. The CDC says vaccinated people can travel as long as they do exactly what unvaccinated people do. So people should start to ask themselves, aside from personal protection from the virus, what incentive do I have to get jabbed? Certainly, there is some peace of mind that can come from knowing that you have significantly reduced your ability to be infected. But as far as most government mandates and recommendations, your life will go unchanged. So what's the big deal then in getting jabbed? I mean, seriously. And then moving on to Kansas, Republicans in Democrat governor's mask mandate. Governor Laura Kelly's executive order blocked by GOP state lawmakers. Good. You know something? You need to go on the offensive. Period. We all need to. And then stimulus cash pales in comparison to what illegals are getting. They are getting buku bucks. Tons of money. Good grief. And then, it would pay to be in illegal. I mean, it makes me want to give up my American citizenship, go down to Mexico, come across the border, okay, and just become an immigrant and get the money. I'm kidding. Senator Blackburn, Biden's infrastructure plan, a Trojan horse for the radical left. Republican senator notes spends the plan spends less than 6% on building roads and bridges. So where it, and yet they call it the infrastructure plan. All I got to say is, Trump, when the hell you coming back, dude? So the sooner the better. Hunter Biden admits laptop from hell could be his. No, really, Hunter? Wow. By the way, where is Hunter? Where'd he go? And then Russia's Lavrov warns of surging anti-white racism in the U.S. Asserts that forces within U.S. are trying to impose a cultural revolution. Listen, it's not with the masses. It's not with any of us. It's what the stupid TV media is trying to portray. It's what those in office, the Democrats, are trying to portray. But it's really not there. They try to create an illusion of racism. But guess what? There isn't. Although they do their level best to MK Ultra people and get them to do some nasty crap. And then Spain passes law mandating face masks even while swimming in the sea. Seriously? Spain is really hardcore socialist. And there will be a revolution all over the world. There will be a major revolution all over the world. Moving on. The Georgia House went on the offensive. Now the Georgia GOP needs to follow suit. Absolutely. And they need to start locking some people up. They need to start putting people behind bars. Like Brian Kemp, Raffensperger, Stacey Abrams. They really need to lay the law down and go after these people and put them behind bars. And Facebook is a tool of Chinese propaganda, and workers are objecting. So China has banned Facebook, but that hasn't stopped Beijing from using the social media platform as a gigantic instrument of state propaganda. Hundreds of millions of people around the world are exposed to Facebook highlighting sponsored posts from the Chinese communists that show Muslim ethnic minority Uyghurs happy and laughing the day away in China's Xinjiang region. And the reality is that China uses millions of Uyghurs as slave laborers in its cotton fields and factories. Facebook employees have expressed concern that their employer is just another cog in the Chinese disinformation machine that has hidden the human rights atrocities of the communists, including genocide, by lying about conditions Uyghurs have to live in. Sometimes it's the very people working for these companies that scream the loudest. And then Operation Casting Call, with the support of our 500,000 files of child sexual abuse material, were seized from one of Thailand's best-known modeling agencies. It says what started as a single photo of a minor provided by the Australian Federal Police led to one of the largest seizures of child sexual abuse material that OUR has seen in Thailand. With the support of multiple police forces across the globe, a multi-agency human trafficking and child exploitation criminal investigation began, finding one of Thailand's best-known child modeling agencies to be a major producer and distributor of child sexual abuse material. Wow. It says they seized more than they've ever done. Over 500,000 files of child sexual abuse. Wow. And then UK miscarriages rise 366% after taking, I think you guessed it. Yeah. And wow. Let me say that again. UK miscarriages rise 366% after being jabbed. Wow. Yeah. Bill Gates, you are so wonderful. Holy moly. Let's see if there's anything else here. Let's see here. And then
another lone wolf attack.
It says police suspect, one officer dead after attack. Let me play it for you.
And again, while these are infrequent, there just seem to be far too many of those here in the nation's capital.
First of all, I couldn't agree more. But let's start with my heart's broken here. We got another officer murdered.
Okay, so the guy ran the barrier, and so he died. He had a knife, and it says the suspect was shot by police officers after he exited. And at first they tried to portray him as white, but he's not. He's a Louis Farrakhan supporter, and I believe the guy is black. And you know, they try to make it fit their narrative is what they try to do. I'll find this on the Gateway Pundit is what I'll do, and then go from there. That is all for now. God bless you all. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye, guys.